Right, real estate agents, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today, I want to speak about how to become the go to agent in your area or in your farming area, right? So, yeah, you want to become that agent that when people think real estate or property in your area, you are the first person they think about. You want to become that agent, and there's just that agent in your farming area that's getting all the listings that feels like they're just like the go to. You want to become that agent, right? So stick around, watch the video, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, let's get straight into it. Here is a simple three-step formula, right? You need to implement to become the go-to agent in your farming area. All right, I'm just gonna get straight into it. So the first thing you need to do is you need to provide some sort of value. Providing value is the cornerstone of business and life in general. If you're not providing value in any sort of way, then you're not running a business and you're probably unemployed. When people think about providing value, they think it's only in their service, helping people buy or sell their homes. But that's just not the case. You see, and just the thing about providing value, like everyone needs to be providing value in some sort of way, right? Or else you're kind of useless to society, right? And like you don't have a business, that's for sure, and you're probably unemployed. You need to be providing value in some sort of way, right? That's why you get employed by someone, or that's why someone would want to buy your product or service. So you need to be providing value in some sort of way. But the problem is, real estate agents think that they're only providing value when they provide their service, right? Which is helping people buy or sell homes. But it's part of it, right? But that's just not the case. Providing value should start before someone decides to choose you as the agent that assists them in buying their dream home or selling their current one for a premium price. This will give them more of a reason to choose you as an agent, love reciprocity, trust and like you more, etc. And that will make it easier for you to close clients because you're providing value. You're giving people a reason to want to choose you as the agent to help them, right? So start providing value. You need to start providing value, not just in your service, but through educating. I think I spoke about it in one of like my last video, right? Why solving the whole gap. Solving the whole gap is current state to desired state. You are the bridge between that. So your bridge, what the thing that's in your bridge is educational content, providing value, educating people, right? And then the other part of the bridge is the service. So for you to get to the service, you need to have the educational content. You need to give someone reasons to want to choose you, and also give people enough information to want to take an informed decision, like buying a home or selling their current home. Right. So education is so important. Start providing value through education. You might ask, how do I start providing value? Value comes from alleviating pain. Alleviating pain comes from solving problems. So you need to start alleviate some sort of pain. Like everyone has some sort of pain. Everyone has a current state and everyone has a desired state. So people have pain, right? People stuff like certain scenarios and situations that happen in their life cause pain, and that pain results in problems. So for you to provide value, you need to alleviate that pain, which in turn solves the problem. So just think of it as solving problems. And when you're solving problems, you're alleviating pain. And when you're alleviating pain, you're providing value. Providing value through educational content, right? So let me just give you guys some some examples of content you should be making. Pre-approval process. What does pre-approved mean? Why is it important? Transfer costs. Importance of correctly pricing their home. If they want a bond on the house, what is the process behind it? First time home buyers, all that different type of stuff. Start making content about this stuff, guys. Like, because you need to remember that like buying a home is so important, guys. Buying a home and selling their current home is so important. It's one of the biggest decisions they can ever make. So they need to feel comfortable making the decision. How can they feel comfortable? Right? By having valuable information, educational information that speaks directly to them, their situation, what they're feeling, right, etc. So start creating valuable information. It's so important. Before we buy stuff, we're always educated on why we need that certain thing and why that certain thing or product or service is going to solve our problem. It's going to bridge the gap from our current state to our desired state. It's going to get us to where we want to be. It's going to remove our fears. Right? We're always educated. We don't just wake up and take action. We're educated on why we need to take actions or why we need to buy certain things, and that's why we buy it. And even if we make decisions why we need to buy it, we still go and educate ourselves to justify that decision that we want to buy certain things. Guys, education is so important, right? Like education is everything in terms of like education is everything in terms of buying decisions, right? And and purchasing decisions. So start educating people. So that's how you provide value, by alleviating pain. And when you alleviate pain, you solve problems. How do you do that? Just answer all the unanswered questions they might have in their head. Let's say like this. Think of it like they've made a decision they want to buy or sell a home. Right? They made a decision. Right? And think of it like this: there's a roadblock from them actually making the decision on the road, from them making the decision, from them making the decision to actually them taking action on that decision. There's a roadblock. So you are the one that's supposed to move the roadblock out of the way through education, through educational content, through providing value, through answering all the unanswered questions they might have in their head, through removing fears, right, through removing doubts. Start doing that by creating content, by educating people. People need information and education to make informed decisions, especially decisions like buying or selling a home. No, it's not like buying water, right? Like they know they're thirsty, so they just buy. They don't need information. They just do it, right? They need information. It's such a big decision, one of the biggest decisions they can ever make in their whole life. Financial decisions and just decisions in general. So start taking it seriously by providing them information and making them feel comfortable or more comfortable making that decision, right? Because no one's gonna make a decision when they're confused. No one's gonna do that. So they need to feel as comfortable as they can feel before making a decision. And it's your job to do that, not just through your service, but through education. See, providing value through educational content, as I just said, so like interest rates as well, is another content that we have for you guys there. Interest rates, the market, all the different type of stuff, oh, low inventory market, all that stuff. Start making content about it. Start educating people. It's so important, guys. So give until they ask, not just asking like all the other real estate agents. I see this all the time. Real estate agents just ask people for this to list their home. Can you please? Would you interested in listing your home with me? Blah blah blah. You're just always asking for stuff, but you're not giving people anything valuable before that. Yeah, I'm saying you might give them a great service, but it's like, why should someone else give you the ability, right, to market their home and list their home for them when you haven't given them anything before to justify why they should give you that opportunity, right? So start giving people stuff. Love, reciprocity. When you give something someone so valuable, right, they will feel obliged and obligated to give you that thing back. All right, it's so simple, guys. Like simple human nature, simple universal principle right there. Right, give until they ask. Don't just ask. Don't just ask. Give people so much value until they ask you to be the agent that's gonna help them list their home, or be the agent that's gonna help them buy their dream home. Anyways, so when you start providing value, right, you're gonna you're going to be start seeing as valuable, or you're going to become valuable. After doing all of this on a consistent basis, or providing value on a consistent basis, educating, you will be seen by the market as not only an expert and authority in the field, but also different from everyone else. Think about it. Think about the way you view people like Ryan Sehan, Krista Mesha, or Ryan Pineda. Think about, not even think about you. Think about how the market views them. Think about just the normal consumer. How do they view that real estate? They probably view them as, oh yeah, that real estate agent that's online, that's providing so much value, that's educating and learn so much from them. Yeah, I like that person. I like their personality. Whatever, right? People will want to choose you as their agent now because they see you as valuable as an expert. People want to work with experts. People want to work with people who are seen as valuable. Very, very simple. So and the funny thing with this is that when you start providing value, it doesn't even matter if you are an expert. Like when you position yourself as an expert, but maybe you might not necessarily be that much of an expert. You might only be in the real estate game for let's say a couple of months, whatever, right? You are still going to be seen as valuable by the market, which is the most important thing, by people, which is what you want, right? Which is a good thing. Even though you might not be as valuable as they think, they will see you as valuable because perception is reality. What people perceive is what they think is real. So if they perceive you as the expert, they're gonna think you're an expert. So just position yourself as an expert. And bonus, if you are an expert, if you've been in the real estate game for a very long time, you understand the market well, you can actually provide an amazing service, and you position yourself as an expert, like guys, you do so well. You sign so many listings, you generate so many leads. It's gonna be crazy, right? So start being an expert and start positioning yourself as an expert. And even if you are not an expert, learn, right, and educate yourselves, and also position yourself as an expert. But I've seen that positioning yourself as an expert and not necessarily being that much of an expert still works relatively well. But being an expert and not positioning yourself as an expert doesn't work that well, or as well as not being an expert and positioning yourself as an expert. Because just think of those agents that might not be experienced in your farming area, but they're still signing a good amount of listings or more listings than you were signing when you were at their stage, because they've just positioned themselves as an expert because they are online, they're building their personal brand, they're creating content, they are attracting rather than chasing, so they are perceived as experts. Then when you position yourself as an expert, right, and people see you as an expert, people see you as valuable, now you're going to get value. A lot of responsibility. Now you're going to get value. After following the previous two steps properly, you'll be able to get value, which is getting appointments, closing clients, closing deals, and making money. Value in the form of currency, right? So, guys, it's a very simple three-step formula. Very, very simple. Not really hard to explain, right? And you go through the steps as well. So just follow this three-step formula, right? And you become the go-to agent in your farming area. The go-to agent in your farming area. And yeah, I hope you guys found value from this video. If you guys need help with dialing in this three simple step formula, then definitely book a call below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.